Hey guys, what's up? It's R-DiK here, Old School Duelist 12 forever and come and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. This week we have the mascot finally getting shown off in the deck profile. So it's my favorite deck. I love it. That's why he's the mascot of the channel. So yeah, but this is True King's Dino if you didn't see by the title. But I love playing this deck. I did record a Lost World build, and I thought it was more consistent. But after doing some work or some testing and some changes around, I actually made True Kings more consistent. If you guys still want to see the Lost World build, let me know in the comments below. I'll upload it. That build is still extremely consistent, but I actually made this to where I'll have a lot of different plays no matter what hand. You'd have to brick and draw nothing but spells. But let's go on to the deck profile. So starting off with the Dino engine, we're playing 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno is extremely good at 2. It's consistent because you don't necessarily want to draw him every hand because the end board, I think, is a lot better. If you do hard draw him, awesome. He's going to be in your end board. But if you don't hard draw him, it's not too bad. I thought about bumping it up to 3 just to maybe see it a little bit more, but I'd have to deck test that a little bit more. So if I do end up liking that build, then I'll do a deck profile of it with 3 Ultimate Conductor. But 2 is fine right now. I'm also playing double Overtext Quietless. Most of the time you're going to end up dumping this, but if you hard draw it, then it's not that bad either because you can just get rid of it with like any of the True King cards. So yeah. Then we're playing 3 Ovi Soul, or Soul Eating Oviraptor. Oviraptor is extremely good in this deck. Sometimes you're going to special it off, sometimes you're going to normal summon it. Majority of the time, if you do have it in your hand, you do want to normal summon it. Just bumps your plays up a little bit more, but if you don't see it, you can honestly play without normal summoning it. The next card is 3 Baby Stegosaurus. I was playing 3 Baby 1 Petite, but due to deck space and hand clogs, 3 Baby is perfectly fine with this deck. You're more than likely, you have so many different ways to search it out. Plus, also, you're playing 3, so you're more than likely going to see it in your opening hand, just how consistent the deck is. So, yeah. For the one-ofs that are dinos, we got 1 Giant Rex. I'm liking Giant Rex at 1 most of the time. Like I said, you're going to end up specialing this. And a lot of different times you will have it in your opening hand, and there's just so many different ways to get that to graveyard, so that's always fun. But 1 is fine in the deck. 1 Miscellaneosaurus, just because it's a Miscellaneosaurus. If I could play more Miscellaneosaurus, then I will play more Miscellaneosaurus, but I can't. So yeah, it definitely is your fire attribute most of the time. Playing 1 Drac Alo is part of the big combo. Very important to play in the deck. You can get your Naturial Beast off with it, plus you can do other plays with it if needed. You can link it off. It basically is just a free monster. Last dino in the deck is 1 Dino Wrestler Pankratops. More than likely, you are going to get this on board almost every time. It's just a really good card. You're probably more than likely going to get this off Summon Sorceress every time. But, you know, the effect resolves in graveyard, so you're always good there. That does it for the Dino. For the True King engine, it's going to be pretty simple. 3 True King Agaziminad, the Vanisher, and then 2 True King Bahastros, the Fathomer. So 3 fire, 2 water. I was playing 3 and 3, but I ran into a lot of like just too many issues. You do want to see this in your hand, but more than likely you are going to end up searching one or the other. Playing 3 of both just gets really hand cloggy, and it's kind of annoying to play. So yeah, that's it. That's all in the True Kings. If we could play Lithothagem, I would play Lithothagem because it's such an amazing card. For the hand traps, you're playing 3 Ash Blossom, Enjoy Spring, and 1 Droll and Lock. The reason why I chose 3 Ash and 1 Droll, I thought about doing 2 and 2, but this is just another fire type, or another fire attribute for your True King, your Fire True King, so, you know, it's pretty goddamn important for a fire attribute, so it's just another fire attribute. That's really the only reason why I'm doing 3 and 1, and I was going to do like maybe 3 and 2, 2 and 2, but just deck space and everything. I mean, Droll's still not a bad card, but playing 1 Droll is not too bad. For the spells, it's pretty simple lineup. 3 Fossil Dig, it searches out literally anything you don't have in your hand, any of the dinos you don't have in your hand. 3 Dragonic Diagram, pretty important. It's like, again, it's part of your starting plays. 3 Called by the Grave. Called by is so important in this deck. You need to protect your plays from happening, or protect your plays from getting stopped. 2 Double Evolution Pill. With playing the True King engine in this deck, it just bumps the card up's usefulness so much, because almost every time, as soon as you get a True King effect off, or basically as soon as a True King hits the board, this card becomes live almost every single time. Every once in a while, you do have to do a little workaround to make this card live, but this card's going to be live almost any time you see it in your hand. So yeah, it's in regular Lost World dinos, this card's kind of hard to get live easily or really fast, but you do get it off live almost every single time. 2 Terraforming, because that's really all you can play is 2 Terraforming. I am playing 1 Set Rotation, and then my other field card is 1 Lost World. Set Rotation basically is just another Terraforming, but I needed another field card to play, so I thought Lost World was really good to play, just in case your opponent does activate it, then automatically you get effects. Like, it automatically is really good for you. Plus, like I said, you just need another thing. If you do hard draw the Lost World, Set Rotation does. If you draw Lost World and not Set Rotation, then Set Rotation instantly becomes a dead card, but Lost World is a really good card to play anyway, because then you can do other shenanigans with Lost World on the field. For my last card, 1-ofs of the deck, you're playing 1 Monster Reborn, just because play extensions. 1 Foolish Burial, because if you do have this card hand, you can use this card as to out your dead hands. It just basically helps out your dead hands, because you can dump your Quietlas, you can dump your Giant Rex, just to make Giant Rex live in graveyard. It helps the deck a lot. Foolish Burial definitely helps the deck a lot. So that does it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, we're playing 1 High Speed Roy Chambara for the OTKs, 1 Interior Beast for basically opening play, because most of the time you're going to get Nat Beast out there. For the Spicy Tech, oops, I play 1 Ally Catastor of Justice. Ally of Justice Catastor, this card is a spicy tech for fun, because I have ran in situations where I want to sink just to put monsters in graveyard, but I don't really have anything to summon just to be out there and sit. It's really easy to summon, and this is just really easy to summon. I kind of wanted to, like, most of the time you want to save your Chambara just because, but Catastor's not that bad. It's a really random, just fun card I wanted to throw in the deck just to give me something to sync off easily, and just to, like, have a monster just sitting there on field. Plus also, this card could come in handy every once in a while. 1 Evilsaur Delka and 1 Evilsaur Logia. Delka stops effects. Logia stops normal summons and spell and traps, so that's pretty standard right there. 1 Abyss Dweller. Really good because graveyard effects have really become prominent in this format, so this helps you stop your graveyard effects. 1 Tornado Dragon. I've honestly yet to summon the Tornado Dragon, but I thought maybe it was either this or Exciton Knight, and this seemed a little bit more useful. So yeah, 1 True King of all calamities. This is kind of your big guy. This is just one of your many boss monsters you can play in the deck. Really good. It's amazing for opening plays, especially because sometimes this might be your only setup, but even though this could be your only setup, it still is extremely good to get off on the field. You can get this and a Ultimate Conductor. Like, you can get Calamities, Nat Beast, and Ultimate Conductor, but it's a really hard hand and takes specific cards. So, like monsters, we're playing 1 Underclock Taker. Again, it kind of goes into the same idea for Ally Catastor. Ally Catastor, again, is just a random synchro monster to just play for just basically building a graveyard. Underclock Taker is essentially the same thing, only a link form, because sometimes you just won't have access to your direct ALO. So this is just kind of like there for that. Plus, you can use it for OTKs, but obviously the only use for this that I'm using it for is just a link monster to build graveyard. I am playing one Nightmare Phoenix. Again, it's kind of like the same idea as Thunder Clocktaker. Only Nightmare Phoenix is just a good card just to deal with back row. Reproduce is part of the big combo. It allows you to go into Nature Beast. Kind of important. One Summon Sorceress. Amazing card. Again, it's part of the big combo. Leaves you a Borolo Dragon for next turn if Summon Sorceress survives. It's a really good card. It's just a really good card. Moving on to side deck. My side deck, I honestly sat here and thought about my side deck a lot. So we're playing 2 Droll and Lockbird, because sometimes you do run into those decks, those really, like, Slash Draw. There's also Sky Strikers, Droll and Lock's good in. Just a lot of decks that do a lot of searching. Droll and Lock, that's why I play a second and a third Droll and Lock. You can honestly side out into it. I'm playing 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. It's a decent card. Like, it's really good for this format. You can hit a lot of things with it. It's kind of just in there because I had the deck space, or the side deck space, so I just threw it in there. 2 Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. Really good card. And my target, or my side deck target is a Solday, 2 Tails of the Noble Knights. You play a lot of dark cards in your extra deck that you can target by just putting this card in there. But every once in a while you do need to put Solday in there, especially for Dark Warriors. So yeah. For the spells and traps, I'm playing 2 Twin Twister. Twin Twister is really good. It's a good Sky Striker side deck. So yeah, that's really about Sky Strikers, and a lot of decks are like, some decks like Altergeist and the Rogue Paleo, they play a lot of back row, so just a lot of back row hate. 2-dimensional barrier. Yeah, the deck has a built-in Thunder Dragon target, but Dimensional Barrier is also a good card to side in against Thunder Dragons. Just gives you another answer to Thunder Dragons, if you're going first, obviously. And with Incantations coming back, I feel like Necros and Incantations are going to be kind of like, coming up every once in a while, so Dimensional Barrier is just another good card to play against those. I'm playing 2 Red Reboot, again for the Rogue Paleo and Altergeist, because Altergeist, this deck, when going second, kind of has a bad matchup against Altergeist, so you're gonna want to side that deck in, or side this in there, just to help you, like, just protect your plays basically. And the last 2 cards I'm playing is 1 Imperial Order and 1 Evenly Matched. Imperial Order is a card that I'm always going back and forth on whether or not I want to play it or not, because you can put yourself in pretty bad situations with Imperial Order up. Evenly Matched is just evenly matched. I wasn't main decking it, but due to deck space, I was like, I'm just gonna put it in the side deck. So that does it for the True King Dino build that I'm playing. If you have cards that you think I should play differently, let me know in the comments below. If you think just other opinions on the deck, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. I love playing Dinos. Dinos is kind of like they're my favorite deck. Obviously, Ultimate Dr. Tyranno is the mascot of the channel. I love playing Dinos. If you guys want to see my Lost World build, I recorded it, and then I decided to just mess around with my True King build before I uploaded, and I decided True Kings is just a little bit bad. I made them a little bit more consistent to just give you a lot more different plays with True King, and especially playing the Lost World, it kind of gives you that Lost World feel as well if you do hard draw the Lost World. So yeah, if you guys want to see the Lost World pure Dino build, let me know in the comments below, and I will upload it for you guys. But thank you guys. Oh yeah, I totally forgot the other stuff. If you guys like what you listen to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I also upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday being the podcast, Wednesday and Friday being Yu-Gi-Oh videos. I stream on Twitch. I've been playing a lot of Duel Links recently, so if you guys want to see me play some Duel Links, you go to twitch.tv/OSDuelist12. You can find me on Twitter. You can tweet at me different deck ideas, video ideas, anything you want to see. You can go to Twitter and at me at OSDuelist12. Facebook, and you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/OSDuelist12. I think that's really about it. You can also find the podcast on audioboom.com, iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. I think that's it. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful, beautiful night, day, thing, or whatever.